In this lesson, let's have a look at how to open image or document. When you don't have any file open on Photoshop, it will show you this screen, which is known as home screen or the start screen, and you see the recently used images or documents in the form of thumbnails. You simply have to click on any of the images or documents to open that. You can even sort this in the list format like this, or you can even search a particular file. For example, let me say option. So these are the images with the name option, and let me try PST. So there's no PST file in the recently opened files. So you can use the filter to search, and you can even sort these images, although these are just bunch of images, not too many images, but it's very useful. So you can sort them with name, last open, size and kind. You can even change the order in which they are sorted. You have the create new and open button as well, and of course open button is for opening the document from your hard drive. So just simply click on open. It will take you to Finder or the Explorer, and you simply select your image or document and say open. And now you can even use control and select multiple files like this, or selective files like this, or you can even drag your mouse and select bunch of files, or in fact you can use shift to click one image or document and hold shift on the keyboard and click on this image to select everything in the range. So that's how you open even multiple images. You can also go to file and say open, or you can use the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+O or Command+O. In the beginning of the course, we'll deal with the JPG file and PSD file. JPG we all know because we use JPG files in our everyday life because of the social media, Facebook and the mobile phones. We all know what is JPG file, but in more detail you'll come to know in this course later, but in the beginning we'll be using JPG file, which is dead easy. And another file format is PSD, known as Photoshop document, which is a native file format of Adobe Photoshop. You'll also come to know more about that, but you will deal with these two file formats, and later in the course we have a dedicated lesson on the different file formats we are going to use in Photoshop. Now, another way of opening files in Photoshop is to go to your Finder or the Explorer for Windows and Mac. So I'm here on my hard drive on a specific location, and I see some of the JPG files. So here, if I click on the name of the file, I see the preview over here. Now this is very, very basic of Windows Explorer, and same with the Apple Mac Finder. So you can click on this file, and if it is already associated with Photoshop, it will double clicking this will open in Photoshop. But if it is not, for some reason, you can right click on this. I'm talking about Windows because I'm working on Windows right now, and say open with. Now on my computer it is already associated with Adobe Photoshop, but JPEG file can be opened by a variety of programs on both Mac and PC. So you have to go to choose another app. If it is not the first option is not Photoshop, you can go and say choose another app and set Photoshop, and check this option. Always use this app to open JPG files if you want to. So you can double click this and it will open in Photoshop. Now there is a PSD file over here which will not show you the preview. In many cases it will not show you the preview. So, but it will show you Adobe Photoshop image as the type of the file. So double clicking this automatically will open this file in Adobe Photoshop. But another way of opening these files, if you want to open it in Photoshop and if it is not associated with Photoshop, you can simply click on this file and drag this and go to Adobe Photoshop and just simply drop it over here, and it will open in Adobe Photoshop. Now you should do that only if you think it is convenient and you're okay with that. Otherwise, you can say Control or Command O on the keyboard or go to File and say Open. It's perfectly alright. Another way of opening images, or the best way of opening and handling all the file formats for Adobe's entire product range, is Adobe Bridge. We'll discuss later about that. If you want to open an image or document which is recently used, you can go back to the home screen by clicking on the home icon over here. And to go back to your open image, you can click on the PS icon. So this is toggling between the home screen and the document or the file.